Good morning. This guy makes a living making people's jaws drop to the floor. He is the misfit magician. We got Ed Alonzo in the house, man.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm cheering for myself. I'm so excited to be here. I'm the misfit of magic, which means that a lot of times the tricks don't work. Yeah, and that can be more entertaining actually than when the tricks work.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. A lot of times the tricks work and then you say, oh, I know how that's done. It went up his sleeve, or the Statue of Liberty she fell into the ocean. But when the tricks don't work, then they think it's funny, and I think it's more exciting.
Wow.
It's something different. How did you get into magic? Let's just go back to the beginning a little bit. You know?
Well, when I was a kid, I started as an actor. So I was taking all kinds of acting classes and would do commercials and things. And then I discovered a magic set with all the little tricks inside, the sponges and the balls and things. And so I started to practice with this stuff, and I was really not very good at it.
Right.
But then later, when I was in high school, I started to not get so many acting jobs. And I thought, now I'm going to have to get a real job. And so then I thought, maybe I should learn the magic better, and I could work in like a restaurant, you know, going table to table or something. And then it started to work, and all of a sudden, poof, just like magic, 30 years later, I started to get a pretty decent career as a magician. Yeah.
Would you say that for your magic, there's a category for it? What would you call it? Like, what kind of magic is this?
There may not be a category for what I do because it's so strange and bizarre. But if you were to categorize it, you would put me in the category of maybe a comedy magician. Because then I can do things that are funny and amazing. And I think that's more entertaining to people than someone who just comes out and waves their hands around and then girls appear, because then the audience kind of feels bad because it's like solving a puzzle. You can't get all the pieces and you get frustrated. But if you come out and you're laughing and enjoying, and then all of a sudden something amazing happens, it catches you off guard and you just kind of feel more relaxed as an audience. I think it gets the people going a little bit better.
Yeah, and it's a different kind of magic show in a way. Why we asked you this is because comedy is something that we notice has been getting a lot of attention from girls,
Yes.
What we do, we tend to want to make it impressive for the opposite sex.
Girls love to laugh.
Exactly. Yeah. And you put magic on top of that.
That's right. Magic is a great way to pick up girls.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to tell you how I discovered this. Because when I was a teenager doing magic, I started with card tricks and coin tricks. And of course, you can impress a girl with this. But here's the real secret. You need to get the big stage illusions, the boxes and stuff. Because when you have these magic boxes as a magician, do you know what you need? What? A girl. And then you're able to go out and see the most beautiful girls in high school and say, oh, I'm a magician. I need to saw someone in half. And of course, if it's a beautiful girl who has no talent, she can't sing or dance or anything, she wants attention. So she wants to get in the box and get sawed in half.
Wow.
And while you're rehearsing for hours and hours and hours, now really a trick like that only takes maybe 10 minutes to learn. But I would practice for weeks. There are some good tricks with fingers that girls enjoy, but I don't think we can go through them here.
Yeah, he's referring to the missing finger trick. That's one over there, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's really good trick. Where it looks like your thumb is being pulled up, but that one's not very good. I suggest something a little more shocking.
Okay.
Yeah. Now let's see. I have a pen, an ink pen in my pocket here. Now I know the people at home probably can't see it unless they're watching little clips of it online.
You can watch the video on fb.hits.fm. So go click on there if you want to see it. Okay.
Is that true?
Yeah. We'll have it on video. Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
So you're on. Yeah.
So so you take a pen like this, and this is a good way to impress a girl. You just say, "Oh, I'm going to take this pen and just touch it to my tongue." Okay.
Okay.
Oh my thumb! It's just fake.
Yeah.
You see, so I jammed a pen through my tongue, but the tongue was fake. And so that gets a girl, screaming and yelling. And then you pull the thing out, and of course, then it's just funny at the end. It's so disarming, isn't it? Yeah. That is more impressive, I think, than doing something like a card trick. Because then they're like, oh, how did you do that? Let me look at those cards. Oh, but if you just do an icebreaker, something that's kind of crazy, I think that's a better way to start.
Yeah, I like to tickle him in the right spot.
Yeah.
What we have today is actually, we've got some some girls, they don't know exactly what's going to happen.
Oh, really?
But we're going to bring them in.
Oh.
And we thought, you do it well. I mean, if you can teach us to do it and we do it on them, that'd be great.
Okay.
But if we're going to use you for now, and as in use you to get them.
Yeah.
Then that's another way of doing it too.
I'll be like the wingman.
Yeah.
And it's a win-win
There you go.
situation at the end of the day. Yeah.
So you're gonna get some numbers today, hopefully.
Are you, right? Yes.
Yeah.
I know some good tricks with numbers, and I think that's a good thing to start with because you can write down some numbers on a piece of paper, and then you can say to the girl, "I'm going to try and guess your telephone number." Yes. And then I'm going to show you a way to where you write. Here, let's just do it for fun. Here's what you would do.
All right.
So you would say to a girl at this thing, say, "I'm a magician and a mind reader.
Okay.
So I'm going to figure out your telephone number."
Right.
Okay. But now we're going to need 2 pieces of paper and 2 pens. So you give her a pen and a piece of paper. Say, write your number down on the paper, so that when I show you the number I have, you can't say, "Oh no, that's not it." We can really prove that it's the right
Should
number.
we try this out? I think we should just try this out. Do you want to try this out?
I think we should try this
Yes.
out.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna get our producer to bring in girl number 1. When we come back,
Yes.
we'll be ready to fool her. I mean,
Surprise
make her.
her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Impress her.
Impress her.
Yeah.
That's the word. I didn't say fool. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Alright.
Ed, you're the man.
Oh, I'm so excited.
All right.
Well, you guys are the real magicians because poof, out of nowhere, you've made this beautiful supermodel appear.
Yeah.
And I know that I've seen you on America's Top Model.
Really?
It must be the Malaysian one. I saw it.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful. So you see what I'm doing so far?
Yeah.
Warming up.
Yeah.
This is the way to do
You're
it.
the best wingman ever.
So I'm going to show you a magic trick with some mind reading. Okay. Now over here I have a piece of paper and a pen, and I wrote a prediction on this piece of paper, and I'm going to just clip it in the pen so that I can't switch the paper, but you hold on to it. Now I'm just going to do this sort of improvisational. So I'm going to walk in the room and I'm going to get a couple items. This is a badge so you can come on to the secret location. This, Oh, and then this is a tablet. And then let me get one more thing. Oh, here's a good one. This is a bottle of water. Now this is just stuff. Nothing was prepared ahead of time. Okay, so now here's what I want you to do. There's 3 items here. There's the water, the ID badge, and the tablet. So just reach over, pick one item up, and just hold it up in the air. Any one that you want.
Okay.
Just pick it up at random and hold it up in the air. Okay? Now, the 2 that you left on the chair, you left the water and the ID badge, but you picked up the tablet. You could have picked up anything.
Okay.
All right, now go ahead and set the tablet back down. And now the paper that I handed you with the pen, take the pen off and then open up the paper and read into the microphone what it says. Now, we didn't prearrange anything, right?
No.
What does it say on that paper?
Tablet.
Yes!
Wow, that is really cool.
Is that unbelievable?
It does say tablet.
Of course it says tablet.
Wow.
That is the kind of magic. And you're impressed with that too,
Yes.
right?
He's not from Malaysia. Legally, you will have to go.
Yes, you'll have to examine these guys first. But this is one way to do some fun stuff in a club or a restaurant when you're trying to pick up on a beautiful woman. Now I'm going to show you how to do this.
Oh my God, that's so
Are you
cool.
guys ready?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's what you do. Now, the way to make this seem very improvisational is you have to pick up items that are in the room at random, so you don't want to prepare anything. But you do want to look around the room and know the items that you're going to pick up.
Right.
That's the first part. So let's say that you go to someone's house and you look around and you see a book and you see a pencil and you see a bottle of water, okay? So now you gather up those 3 items and you make your prediction. So what I did is I took the paper and I wrote down the word tablet on it, okay? So that's the first part. And then you clip it in the pen so that you can give the volunteer to hold, right? So now you have 3 items. So here's what happens. You ask your volunteer to pick up one of the items. So she did it perfectly because she picked up the tablet first. But I have amazing luck.
Yeah.
Okay, so she picked up the tablet, and that's what I had on the piece of paper.
Right.
Now, let's say that she picked up the bottle of water first.
Yeah.
I would say to her, you've picked up the bottle of water, let's put that one aside.
Okay.
So now we have 2 items left.
Right.
Now we have the tablet and the badge. So now I have a 50-50 chance of getting it, because my prediction already says tablet. So now I can say, pick up one of those items. One will be for me and one will be for you. And of course, now as they hand you one of them,
Yeah.
you're able to discard that. And so it's sort of what you call the magician's choice. So even though the volunteer thinks they have the choice, it's the kind of trick you can't repeat.
Right.
Because if she came over here again and I said, oh, let's do it again,
Yeah, the
Yeah.
process.
and she would pick up the badge first, then she would already know that before I said that the tablet was the first one and it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So you kind of work your way out of it a little bit,
Oh.
and I think it works quite nice. Now here's another way to do it. Let's say that you want to do a number prediction.
Right.
All right. So you want to take a number. Let's say we're going to ask someone to pick a number between 1 and 20.
Okay.
And on a piece of paper, you write the number 1, and you fold it up and you put it under something. Then you write the number 2 on another piece of paper and you put it under something else. And you do this until you have 20 pieces of paper with the numbers 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to 20. You put them under a different item. Now, when the person is in the room, you say, think of a number between 1 and 20 and tell me what it is. So now maybe they'll say 8. So you have to remember where you put the number 8. And you say, you know what? Under that a set of headphones, I have a paper.
Yeah.
And they open the paper, and of course it says number 8. Now, if they pick number 9, then the paper would have been under the camera or the chair. So you see, this is very psychological how this stuff works.
It worked so well for you.
It
just
works
now.
so well,
That-
but
that-
I'm also very intimidating, and I was kind of controlling her.
Right.
Because
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes, if you pick up items that are more familiar to people, especially a tablet, and they know it's so light to pick up,
Right, right.
and the water could have been someone else's water.
That was mine.
It's a little, you don't know where you've been.
Yeah.
And then the badge, it's
a badge.
So sometimes you have to guess which one they might pick,
Right.
and if it doesn't work, then you just keep moving along.
The only
until
thing that
you
makes
get the
me
magician's
sad
board.
is that we
Yes.
didn't get the phone number, so we got to call her back in for that. So can we show
Yes.
some more trick? Can you demonstrate something else to us real quick?
Yes,
Is that cool? Should
you
we
know
call
what?
one more girl in here?
You guys are good. So you got 3 girls. That's 1 for each of you.
Well, technically, they're here to meet you.
Yeah, we
but-
use your name.
Oh. Another beautiful woman. You guys don't need my help. You're doing fine without me.
Okay, so we got another contestant over here.
Yes.
Marcus, come over here, please.
Hello,
hello.
hello, everybody.
Right.
Hi.
How are you? I'm Ed. Nice to meet you.
You can use this microphone.
Yeah, come on over here.
We just step aside and enjoy the show, fellas. Enjoy.
So another beautiful girl already, and then they want me to demonstrate how to get a girl, just sort of an icebreaker, really, is what we would call it, like an icebreaker. So a lot of times, if somebody has a hobby of magic, they'll do a card trick, and that's kind of boring. So I always try and do something a little more interesting. This is a Rubik's Cube, which is neat because it's a teeny tiny one. It's not the regular size. This is one that you put on a keychain, and then your keys are here, and then you can practice the thing. But I broke the keychain off because I like this little Rubik's Cube. And it works just like the regular size cube, except it's just tinier. Now here's how you solve the cube. Normally you take the cube and you kind of, twist and turn the cube, something like that. I was never very good at solving the cube in my hands, but I'm going to do it in my mouth.
What?
What?
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
God.
Put it. Okay, he just put the Rubik's Cube inside his mouth.
Oh.
Wow.
Please be
He's
careful.
He's got a mirror. Okay.
There we
Now
go.
he's facing it.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
He's juggling the Rubik's Cube inside his mouth right now.
while looking at a handheld mirror,
Yeah.
and it looks
Okay.
like he's about to choke on it. Ed, you okay? Just
Yeah.
give us a nod if you're good. Okay.
You good? All right.
Oh,
Wow, the Rubik's Cube is actually moving inside his mouth. Like it's.
yeah.
Is it?
Oh,
what?
what?
And
What?
it's solved
You are
now.
joking.
Look at that!
Ed Alonzo
joking.
just
All
solved the
this-
Rubik's Cube inside of his mouth.
Is that unbelievable?
But how did you do it?
Yes.
See, that's the thing. They want to know how you do it.
Yeah.
You say, I can tell you, but you'll have to come home with me. You see that? Isn't that good?
So now it's come time for our final trick, or rather your final trick with us.
My final trick, yes.
We want you to show us something that would just blow us away, or just make us lose our minds.
I'm going to do something just bizarre and crazy that will blow your mind.
Yes, sir.
I have something that'll really dazzle you, and you're going to be so grossed out, you're going to love it. Now, this is something that is a little gross, but it's something that guys are into. They want to. This is the trick you're going to learn.
Oh,
I
that sounds
have
good.
some mints here. Now, I won't say the name of the mints, of
course not.
but the two words start with T.
Yeah.
So TT. So anyway, so so I have a little. Woo! Oh, some of them are falling on the floor. I only need one, even though I'm making a mess. There it is. So here's the little mint, and here's the trick. You say when you're performing this for a girl, it's really good. Say, I'm going to make this mint disappear, and you put it on your tongue.
Right.
Ta-da! And it's gone. See?
Where did it go?
And then they say, oh, well, you just swallowed it. We say, well, yeah, I did swallow it, but I'm going to bring it back up now.
What?
That's the real trick.
Okay.
Watch this. This is regurgitating.
Okay.
It's a little gross, but if you ever get something caught in your throat and you just sort of like this, and it's coming, ew, it's near my throat. Okay. Okay, hold on. A mistake happened. It's past my throat.
Okay.
Oh, my nose. Oh, it's coming out.
Oh, what?
Okay,
No
here it
way.
is. Okay, you might want to zoom in for the people at home. Watch. Oh, now it's not in my nose. It went up further. Hold on. Okay, here it comes. Ow! Here it comes.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh God!
No! You.
Oh God! That's really gross, dude.
Oh my God!
Oh yuck!
It just came out of his
There
eyelid.
it is.
Ah!
It just popped out of my eyeball. Oh, I'm okay.
Oh.
Oh yeah. By the way, are you okay? Okay. Just
You guys are really freaked out.
Yeah.
Wasn't that awesome?
That's not supposed to happen, man.
That's not natural. Definitely not natural. You guys are so grossed out, I'm going to leave you with one final illusion. This is a biggie.
Okay.
All right?
Do you want us near you, or?
Well, you can stay right there behind the microphones
Okay.
because a lot of times people come up to me after a show and they say, oh, will you make my husband disappear? Well, I'm going to make you guys disappear on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Poof, they're gone. Well, I guess the show's all mine. That's magic. I'm Ed Alonzo, the misfit of magic. Now be sure to join me at Genting Highland, our psycho circus of magic and mayhem, where we have a great show every night of the week, except for Tuesdays. All right, we'll be right back with more amazing things starring me, Ed Alonzo.